I am Dr. Pierre Juna Clark, a collaborator of the virtual exchange between Georgia State University and the University of Guyana. They learned about each other's contexts of teaching and learning, explored a common mathematics task using their own cultural cues, and shared their reflections on their cultural awareness using some new technologies.
The virtual exchange program between University of Guyana and Georgia State University was a fantastic initiative to get teacher communities to discuss, learn, and exchange and experience a cultural exchange of teaching practices and instructional practices. Of course, the globalization and increasing diversity in the classrooms has pushed a need to amend and revamp instructional practices so as to reach all our students coming from diverse backgrounds and with different learning needs.
The first strategy is group work. Group work allows the children to interact with each other while at the same time sharing their opinion. They take into consideration the other child's point of view. Secondly, since we want to reinforce that mathematics is not a boring subject, then taking the child on a field trip will help to reinforce this. Taking the child on a field trip helps to provide them with a more practical and hands-on experience. Lastly, since we are now living in a technological era, then integrating technologies into the lessons will help to keep the child motivated and interested throughout the lesson.
Another one is to provide more opportunities for interaction, preferably between individuals from another university or country, as there are many students who may not be confident enough to speak in large classes or those who may not get a chance to do so because of the class size. As such, providing group work or teamwork can be an effective and crucial element to promote interaction. It allows them to communicate, negotiate, apply critical thinking, which helps to enhance communication skills.
Through these smaller groups, students were able to communicate freely with each other in sharing different views from their personal experiences. It was amazing to see this high level of interaction between our students. This was not only simply a group formation, but rather ideas from Vygotsky's social constructivist theory were taken into consideration. This experience, from a philosophical position, helped me to coin a new word, mathematics. It explains the benefit that students can derive from learning mathematics through well-structured social interaction.
Hello, I'm Dr. Williams, collaborator on the GSU and University of Guyana Virtual Exchange. Learning is a social process, and many times when it comes to mathematics, everyone thinks it's an objective view of 2 + 2 = 4 to be able to solve a problem. But when you're solving real-world problems, a person's cultural background and the context of how they view the problem can influence the entry point to solve the problem and the overall outcome from when solving that problem. This virtual exchange gave students the experience of working with students from other cultures to see how they approach a problem and how their cultural background and their views lended to them approaching a problem from a different entry point and different vantage point. And that was really powerful from students from two different cultural backgrounds to see how did you approach something.
Both collaborating groups of students and faculty from Georgia State University and the University of Guyana were eager to learn from each other. Thus, there was a level of curiosity, patience, tolerance for each other via Flipgrid, WhatsApp, and GroupMe.